Yo, what is going on, friends? This is Ron from Optimize Effects. Welcome to another episode of the $1,000 Challenge. This episode is a little bit saddening for me, and the reason being is IC markets have decided to change my leverage back to really low leverage. So because I'm an Australian and because of the new laws that have come in, the leverage has been changed on major forex pairs to 1 to 30, and other non-majors 1 to 20, and gold is 1 to 20 as well. So for some reason they decided to do that on my demo accounts as well, and they did that during the week, this week, without me knowing, because they said they were going to do it on the 29th, and it's actually the 28th today. So I guess they got in early for some reason. So that did one or two things. It ruined some of the strategies that I had going on the demos, and now I can't trade. I knew it was coming though, but now I can't trade. Well, I can trade live accounts, but I can't trade live accounts with a lot of leverage, with IC markets anyway. So with all that being said, I just want to thank you all for following the channel. And you know, the channel's almost got 600 subscribers. I did not expect for it to grow that quickly, and we're almost up to the 40th week of the $1,000 challenge. So I've got two decisions really. I can keep going with the leverage of 1 to 30. The other option is I could see if they'll increase the leverage, and the other one is just to finish the $1,000 challenge for this one anyway, and try and find a broker that can allow me to have it over 10 demo accounts, because I need to have a couple free to do testing on my my desktop computer for EAs coming into the challenge. So yeah. Yeah, I've got a few ideas, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get into what happened this week on the charts anyway. And so let's start off with MG Pro. And even though we have a leverage of, it does say there 1 to 500, but it's not correct because it's 1 to 30, so it's wrong. But this week it did $19 or $20. Let's say $20 it did this week on the 5 pairs, and it's hardly any drawdown, or it hasn't carried really any trades over into over the weekend. So that I think is a good result. It might be a good EA to trade with low leverage, but you know, it doesn't have many orders open at the moment, and I don't think it had many orders open before as well. So yeah, 1 to 30 is not very much. FX Core, so it lost half of its account pretty much early on in the month, and it has, I think that's because I may have changed it to H1 time frame, maybe. I don't remember actually. But we're back to H4 now, and this week it's done $18.44, and we have a few trades over the weekend for negative 389. So it's going so far so good again. We'll see. Next, now this is one of the ones that that got caught. I got caught out with the low leverage. So at the start of the week, I decided to essentially start FX Stabilizer on 0.1 lots, and just let it go, and but the low leverage thing happened on, I think, Wednesday, and then okay, so the leverage got changed on Wednesday, and Euro USD decided it would dive this week. So in doing so, with the low leverage and starting at 0.1 lots, it wasn't able to place the 0.4 lot buy order. So there is an order missing here, and it has, so then it got deleted, and it has placed a 0.8 buy order, which is not going to get fulfilled because there's not enough margin, even if it did hit it. But if it hit it didn't, yeah, if it hit the 0.4 and it actually executed with enough margin, it might be going okay, because Euro USD has bounced off a little bit of support here and is coming back up a little bit. So, but who knows what happens with Euro USD? It's one of those pairs. But we're down $337 right now. It's not looking very good. I've changed the lot size back to 0.02. But it's not going to help us here until these trades disappear. So I'm going to wait. I really wanted to test FX stabilizer on a bigger lot size and see how it went, because when I back tested it actually went pretty well. Probably not with 0.1 on this account balance, 2700, but just to see how it would trade, and how much profits you can probably expect in a week if it was possibly trading okay. But for the week it's made $52, and it was still up $495 for the month. So and I think that was on 0.02 I had it on. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with the fact that our leverage is a lot less now, because you can see here that free margin is 776, and it's used 1580, whereas if it was 1 to 500 it wouldn't be nowhere near as this much leverage, this much margin used for these lots. There's only 3 open orders. So it just goes to show you what leverage can do, and how it can definitely help you when trading algorithmic robots. So we've only got 3 orders open here, and we've used 1580 leverage or margin. So yeah, so this is wrong. So don't disregard this. 1 to 500 is wrong. But yeah, anyway, another one that has that's in the same predicament as FX stabilizers. So BDAC was going quite well with the leverage that it had. Now it has negative 190 free margin. It wasn't able to trade going down here, even though it wasn't looking good for it. But we're down $404 now. It may be we may be down a lot more, but at least it might have had a little bit of a fighting chance to get out. But now it's just stuffed. I feel sorry for people that this happens to, because you just feel like you can't do anything, and the only thing you can do in this case, if you're in this position, is to deposit more money or try and get your margin increased. But yeah, those two things are getting your margin increased is easier than depositing money if you don't have much money. So yeah, I really feel for people that that have this happen to them. But yeah, anyway. So BDAC's it's in trouble. It made $33 this week until this happened. But yeah, we'll see how it goes next week. And the same with my own. So my own EA did $39 for the week, and now we've pretty much run out of margin. I had to actually turn it off because it had a hyperactivity thing. It kept trying to place an open order and it couldn't. So maybe that's something I need to fix in a future version, just to stop it retrying so much. But if Euro USD comes back up, we might get out of trouble here with the leverage that we don't have. But it may be unlikely. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, 1 to 500 is the recommended leverage for parabolic, because of this reason. Or you can deposit a bit more. But anyway. Next, we have another robot that I've turned off because of no margin again. So we have Swing VIP, which is down $109 right now, mainly because of the CAD, USD CAD, because it trades a lot of CAD pairs, and CAD's had a lot of movement volatility the last week or two. It's just in trouble. So it's perplexing to me as to why MG Pro isn't in trouble where Swing VIP is in trouble when they trade the same pairs. Oh no, yeah, there's a lot of CAD. Yeah, they do. So, get back to that. And yeah, so they are two very similar robots, but they do trade differently. And yeah, it looks like Swing VIP is in trouble. So I've turned it off. And yeah, it's another one for me to think about. Next we have Baby Shark, and it's done something really weird. So I'm not sure if this because maybe the computer restarted and I opened the charts again and now it doesn't know where it is. When that margin thing happened, I thought, oh, maybe something's happened to all the accounts. So I just restarted the computer and opened the terminals back up. And yeah, for some reason Baby Shark has not opened any more trades. It hasn't shown anything in the journal to say, you know, it's had any errors opening trades. Oh, these are just like ping failed and things like that, those normal errors. But yeah, it's funny that it hasn't opened any new trades in this trend down. So it probably would have been a lot more drawdown because it would have probably taken buys here and maybe here. It looks like they're getting bigger, and you know, it's got maybe enough free margin there to do it. Maybe not. Maybe that's why. It's because the next lot size is probably 2.34 lots, and maybe that margin is not enough. Possibly. So it's very possible that Baby Shark hasn't been able to place any new orders because there's no margin for it to do so. And yeah, so it's in trouble too. So there's another one. The only one this week that the margin hasn't affected is Algo. And I find this really fascinating. Even though it was in a bit of trouble earlier, you know, with this big move up here, gold sparked up and then went back down again, and then it's really been it's really in a range at the moment, I think, gold, in my opinion. But Argos has killed it. I just made $400 this week, even with no margin. But I think it got really close. It would have got really close to blowing the account if gold had have kept coming down here. But for the month, it's made $836. This week, $395. So it's been going for two weeks, and it's killing it. But yeah, I think this one is definitely an EA for a cent account, or one that you would withdraw from very often, like weekly, because you never know with gold. And but you know, it is what it is. So if anyone's interested in the settings, these are the settings here. It looks very similar to another EA or another two EAs, maybe renamed. I'm not going to mention which ones they are. The people that are in Telegram will know exactly what I'm talking about here. But yeah, these, if you can pick it up, let me know in the comment below. What does this look like? Have you seen an EA that has inputs like this? Because I know I have. So I think Algo Gold is just to rename something else. But I want you to try and think of what it is, because I know a lot of people have seen this. Anyway, so it's going well. But for how long? And hallelujah, Northeast Scalper actually opened and closed a trade. Let's have a look. Oh, we're looking at profit. Time. Hey, look at that. So it opened a 0.11 lot buy order on EURUSD. Funnily enough, you can see it here actually. We took, I'd like to know if there was anything made. commission of 77 cents and a swap of $1.49 and then a profit of $3.30. So we ended up with $1.04 after that. So opening a buy and then closing it was like, oh, maybe I made a mistake, and then it got out. So I'm really curious to know why it took this trade. You know, that's a big lot size for a $1.04. Maybe it was thinking it was going to go to the moon. I don't know. But yeah, interesting. But hey, at least it made a trade. It does work. So there you go. And last but not least, we have Ranger EA V3, and it did quite well. So what, $20? Sorry, it made $20 this week, and the margin has not worried it at all, because it's just one of those robots where it doesn't trade very often, and can be used on low leverage accounts, I think. But it's got two 0.0280 CAD cells there and a GCAD cell. There you go. So we're down $2.78 over the weekend, and that is it. But yeah, so that sums this episode up. I will be making decisions on what I can do in regards to IC markets. I'd like to stay with them and get them to raise the leverage back up to 1 to 500 for all the demos. I don't really care about the live accounts. I'll stop trading with them for now. And I'm just generally going to use FBS and Pepperstone for now. And yeah, hopefully I can resurrect some of these robots. But if worst comes to worst, I'll stop this challenge and I'll start a new one. Maybe leave it a couple of weeks, do some review videos on some robots, and maybe start a new challenge. I'm not sure, but I think it's been quite popular with all of you, and I know I've helped a lot of you out that are new to robots or unsure, would like to know, or exactly how a robot would go forward testing on a live account, essentially a live demo account anyway, rather than back testing, because back testing can only give you so much, and I think forward testing is the ultimate before going to a live account. But with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, smash that like button, it really helps out with the channel. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon when you want to be notified when I release a video like this. So thanks again, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.